It's coffee time. Today is going to be awesome, and not because of anything that sounds fun, but because I'm actually going to get all of my laundry done. I still don't have any quarters because the banks are closed, and somebody was like, maybe you could go to the grocery store and like ask them for rolls of quarters. That didn't work. They were like, no, we can't do that. And I was like, come on. So I was talking with Jeannie today, and she was saying, man, I really want to marathon Downton Abbey. And I was like, I would love to do that too, but I have to go to the laundromat. She was like, dude, just bring your laundry over here. And my heart swelled with love for Jeannie. She's just like, look, I've got a washer and dryer. Just come over here and watch Downton Abbey. We can work on stuff while we're watching Downton Abbey, and you can do laundry. And I was like, that sounds like the best idea in the world. I'm so happy. So she's going to be picking me up soonish to get food because I haven't eaten yet. I've had like 4 cups of coffee, if you can't tell from how fast I'm talking. And I'm planning on doing laundry, all of that laundry. Ignore this. But those bags, oh, all of my laundry. It's going to be great. Did I tell you guys that I got the new camera? Hold. Okay, so I got the new camera. It's actually right next to the one that I'm using right now, which is my old camera. I plug in the new camera, and it does not know what to do. Like, I have had nothing but problems with it. I've plugged it in and tried to figure it out maybe 3 or 4 times now, and it's supposed to be just automatic 1080p, but when I try to record with it, the highest setting it has is 720. And it's supposed to record at 30 frames per second, which is like unheard of for webcams, but it like won't go above 15, which is what I already have. And every time I open up the software to use it, it's reset all of my settings. So I have to like go back in and tell it what size, that I want widescreen, that I don't want to take a picture, I want to record a movie, like all of these things that normally, like with this webcam, it just remembers. It remembers whatever my last settings were. So I've had nothing but trouble with you. I've had nothing but trouble with you. And everybody's like, well, it's a new, it's a new camera. Like, maybe that's why. No, that's not okay. It's the worst. Jeannie's coming. Yes, I'm going to eat. I'm so excited. Speaking of food, there are fruit flies all over my apartment. I've set like little janky traps everywhere, but I think that I need to just straight up get fly paper. It's a problem. And I'm convinced that they're coming downstairs. Because, like, where do they're in my bathroom. How? Like, why are they there? It doesn't make any sense. And I don't know how much they can hear of the things that I say. They probably think I'm a crazy person. But last night, I went into my kitchen and I was horrified. I was like, why are there fruit flies everywhere? I have recently deep cleaned my kitchen. There is nothing there to eat. And then I went into the bathroom and there were fruit flies in the bathroom. I was like, what are you doing in here? Like, I was so upset. But there are vents. Look, there are vents in both of those rooms. There are vents that goes from down here to up. And, like, I can hear them sometimes, and I'm sure they can hear me sometimes. And so, like, I'm convinced the flies are coming up. They're coming on up. They're like, oh, that shampoo smells nice. Coming on up. I'm like, get out of here. Because they swarm. Like, I'll have none of them. And then suddenly there's a bunch of them. Makes no sense. None. So, yeah, I'm trying to deal with that with, currently with wine. I just took through it because I rarely drink, but I usually have, like, part of a bottle of wine around for whatever reason. Like, I cook with it, or somebody comes over and we each have a glass, and then it just doesn't ever get drank. So I was like, oh, I've got some white wine left over. I'm just gonna not fill up, but like put this much wine in like 4 glasses and put them all over my apartment. And that's what I did. And they haven't gone for it yet. And I'm like, what? Normally, if I'm drinking wine, they're all up in my wine business. But no, I leave wine out for the taking for them to drown in. And they're like, this seems suspicious. I'm like, why are you so smart? Why is this a thing? So I'm hoping that if I leave it out longer, it'll start like fermenting, like have that weird smell. And then they'll be like, ooh, and just chillax, just like land and then die. That's all I want. Where are they coming from? It doesn't make sense. So, yeah. But my living room, as you can tell, is a disaster right now. These are all boxes from the softbox problem. I had a nightmare about the softbox last night. I'm just remembering this. What was the dream. Oh my God. That's so funny. That just hit me the second that I looked at the softbox. I was like, I had a dream about that last night. I had a dream that there were supernatural reasons why my softbox wasn't working. I was so upset yesterday when I went to do news. I was like, softbox. I'm going to set up my softbox. I'm going to use it for news. It's going to be amazeballs. No, sirs and madams, it was not amazeballs. It was a big old pain in the butt to set it up. And I have 3 of them. Like 3 came in this set. So I set up 1 because I definitely didn't need more than 1. Plugged it in different places all over my apartment to make sure that it wasn't just like that specific outlet. No. It's just not turning on. And I'm like, is it a fuse? Because it has like its own little fuse in there. So now I'm like, do I need to replace the fuse? Like, I don't know what the Yes, go save people. Go save lives. While I'm busy here talking about my softbox. Oh, it was the saddest thing. It was the saddest thing in the world. So I feel like now I have to, look at all these boxes. I feel like now I have to repeat this process and set up another one and see if that one works. If that one did work, it would be amazing. But it took, like, it's like not, for a small person with no leverage on the situation, it is not an easy process to set one of those up. It's like, there are poles and there's Velcro and then there's like 1 sheet and then a second sheet and I put the second sheet on backwards. Oh, gotta take that second sheet back. Oh no, and now it's falling. I was just like, ah. And then it didn't even work. Cray. Just constant craze. But that's okay. We got up with a news episode where I wore a really weird cat sweater. That is beautiful. I honestly like love that cat sweater. One of you sent it to me. Because then you make cat sweaters. I was like, this is fantastic. So I finally decided that I needed to wear it. But it's so great because, like, you know, it's not legit winter here. It's never legit winter here. The coldest that it has gotten since I've lived here is 50 degrees Fahrenheit, which is warm to most of you, I'm sure. Like, 50 degrees Fahrenheit is not that bad. But I've lived here long enough that when I'm home, 50 degrees feels freezing. Like, I'm wearing, like, sweaters on sweaters. And then I feel like I've betrayed my people because, like, in Oregon, that was just easy mode. Like, 60 degrees, you could play in a t-shirt in that. No. Now I'm like, oh, it's 60 degrees? I should put on a sweater. Who am I? But when I was in Belgium, I felt fine. It was so cold in Belgium, and I was like, yeah, t-shirts, whatever, let's do it. Maybe it's a mindset thing. Maybe it's a mindset thing. I'm really excited, though, because, like, I got so many messages from people being concerned that when I switched... Guys, can you just let me tell a story? It gets louder. After I said that, of course it got louder. Then when I switched everything over, like, stopped doing news 3 times a week and decided to do mostly, like, gameplay stuff and then news once a week, I got so many messages being like, this might kill your channel. Like, you're aware of that, right? Like, why would you do that when you're probably not going to get nearly the same number of views? And I am so overjoyed because I have gotten more views on my channels than I've ever gotten before. Like, both of my channels, I've gotten a lot of views on without there being some sort of, like, special content, right? So I'm jazzed. I'm really jazzed about that, and it makes me feel more like I'm going to be able to do more of the things that I want to do, and I'll be able to do those things. I don't have the money to do those things, so I'm just like, yay! It's exciting. It's exciting for me. So, yeah. But, let's see. So I'm probably just going to be doing laundry for the rest of the day. Just laundry forever. I'm going to do lots of laundry, and watch Downton Abbey, and work on stuff. Did I tell you guys that my laptop got stolen? I can't remember. I don't have a laptop anymore. That's been, like, the biggest bummer in the world. It's like, cool. That's awesome. I won't go into details, but I don't have a laptop anymore, and that's really sad. Although, I'm jazzed that the laptop that they stole was my like $300 laptop, like the really cheap one for a laptop. And I had just recently been doing all of this research into laptops that I could edit on. And thank God I didn't buy one of those yet. Stolen straight out of my bag. It was the worst to get home and be like, where is my laptop? Like, that was the worst feeling in the world. So thank God I hadn't bought the like really nice one yet. But in the future, I was gonna keep it like this. If I have my laptop, I'll be like, yo, step off. Because man, laptops are spendy. I was like, also, I didn't have anything important on that thing. Thank goodness. So, yeah. I thought of that because I was imagining myself on her couch working on my laptop while we watch Downton Abbey and I do laundry, but I can't do that because I don't have a laptop. But she has a laptop. Anyways, I'm gonna go, but I hope you guys had an amazing day, and I will talk to you again tomorrow. Bye-bye. Mwah!